Sam never liked mornings, not because he was lazy, but because mornings reminded him of everything he didn't have. Every weekday before the sun fully rose over the green hills of rural Jamaica, Sam stood quietly in the corner of their one-room wooden house. The zinc roof rattled whenever the breeze passed, and the floor creaked under his bare feet. His mother sat on the edge of the bed, sewing the same torn school shirt for the third time that week. "Turn around me, son," she said softly. "Make me fix the sleeve one more time." Sam obeyed without a word. The shirt was faded, the collar frayed, and the buttons didn't match, but it was the only uniform he owned. His shoes were worse. The soles were thin, the leather cracked, and one side opened its mouth with every step he took, as if even the shoes were tired of pretending. Sam was smart. Everyone knew that. But intelligence didn't stop laughter. At school, the mockery followed him like a shadow. "Yo, Sam, ya still wear die same shirt from last year? Look pon him shoes, dem older than me granny. Boy, how ya come school so." The laughter cut deeper than hunger. Sam kept his head down, gripping his books tighter, telling himself the same thing every day. Just endure. One day it will change. When it was time to register for CXC exams, reality struck harder than ever. The fee was more money than his mother had ever held at once. That night, Sam sat outside on a stone, staring at the stars while the island crickets sang around him. His mother stood in the doorway, tears sliding down her tired face. "Me sorry, Sam," she whispered. "Me wish me coulda do more." Sam swallowed hard. "It's okay, Ma," he said, though his heart felt like it was breaking in half. "Me still go find a way." But there was no way. When the other students lined up to pay for their exams, Sam stood at the back, pretending not to care. Some students noticed. "Hey, Sam, you're no paying?" One boy laughed. "Maybe him a go write CXC pon imagination," another joked. That day, Sam walked home alone. No exam, no certificate, no applause, only silence and shame. The mechanic shop. Years passed. High school ended, and life moved on without waiting for Sam. He couldn't afford college, couldn't afford training. What he could afford was honesty and hard work. An old mechanic named Mr. Brown owned a small rusty workshop by the roadside. The place smelled of oil, sweat, and dust. The sign outside was crooked and faded. Sam showed up one morning and asked one simple question. "Sir, ya need any help?" Mr. Brown looked at him, studied his hands, his posture, his eyes. "You willing fee work hard?" the old man asked. "Yes, sir." "You willing fee learn?" "Yes, sir." "Then start tomorrow." That workshop became Sam's new school. He learned how to change tires, fix engines, clean parts, and listen, really listen, to machines. He worked from sunrise to sunset, never complained, never stole, never disrespected anyone. One hot afternoon, a shiny car pulled up suddenly, flat tire. As Sam wiped his hands and walked over, he froze. It was them, two boys from high school, clean clothes, gold chain, loud laughter. They stared at him, then laughed. "Sam, a Weddies?" one of them said. "Look, Ponya, still dirty and poor? From school bench to grease shop, you're really upgrade, eh?" Sam felt the old pain rise, but he swallowed it. He knelt down and fixed the tire carefully. When he finished, one of them asked, "How much?" $500, Sam replied calmly. They burst out laughing. "500? Be boy, take this," one said, throwing a $500 bill on the ground and adding a $1 coin on top. "Tip for your trouble." They drove off, laughing. Sam stood there, staring at the money on the ground. He picked it up slowly. Not anger, not tears, just determination. The turning point. Weeks later, another car arrived. This one quiet, expensive, and well kept. A flat tire again. Sam fixed it as usual, but the man inside the car watched closely. He noticed how Sam worked, careful, focused, respectful. When Sam finished, the man spoke. "You have skill," he said, "but more than that, you have character." Sam was surprised. The man introduced himself as Mr. Grant, owner of a large auto workshop in Kingston. "I need someone like you," Mr. Grant continued. "Someone honest, someone hungry to grow." Sam's heart pounded. "You willing to come to the city?" Sam nodded, tears filling his eyes. "Yes, sir." That night, Sam didn't sleep. For the first time in his life, hope felt real. The rise. Kingston was fast, loud, and intimidating, but Sam didn't back down. He worked harder than anyone else, saved every dollar, learned business, not just engines. He asked questions, he stayed late, he earned respect. Years passed. Sam didn't just fix cars anymore. He bought and sold them, then upgraded, then expanded. Soon he owned his own car mart, filled with shining vehicles under the Caribbean sun. Luxury cars, sports cars, SUVs, success, but with humility. The moment of truth. One afternoon, two men walked into the car mart. They stared in awe. "Boy, look pon dem cars. Me love that one, but me no have DI money." They asked to speak to the boss. The office door opened. Sam stepped out. Silence. Then laughter. "Sam? Boy, you graduate from generator work now. Still poor, just cleaner." One of them pushed him lightly. "Move, generator. Why want die, boss?" Before Sam could reply, a large truck pulled in behind them, carrying a long container. A well-dressed man stepped out and walked straight to Sam. "Boss," he said loudly, "the new cars have arrived." The laughter died instantly. Eyes widened. Mouths dropped open. Sam looked at the men calmly. "How can I help you?" he asked. They couldn't speak. The boy they once mocked, the boy with the torn shirt, the boy without CXC, was now a successful millionaire. Sam didn't laugh. He smiled, because the greatest revenge was not anger, it was grace.